Yesterday, he says it's gotten to a point where terror attacks are not even being reported. That is not true. When the president says things that are not true, there are, I guess, two explanations. One, he's getting wrong information and then spreading it, or he's just deliberately not telling the truth. Today, Jake Tapper asked White House advisor Kellyanne Conway about the falsehoods of the past 2 days. Take a look.
Kellyanne, CNN and other media organizations cover terrorism around the world all the time. Saying that we don't cover terrorism, that's just false.
What the president is saying there, Jake, is that there are other attacks that don't get as much coverage. Obviously, the very sad incidents that you related were, frankly, CNN did amazing coverage for weeks at a time. I saw you all there on the ground doing that and telling the human interest stories and the tragic stories and, frankly, the involvement of the terrorists in those brutal attacks. Those get coverage. The other ones on the list, not so much. I think his point is twofold.
Those ones were on the list, but the ones I just recited for you were on the list.
Absolutely. Oh, no, and I'm saying the ones that have high casualties, like Nice and Brussels and certainly Paris and the like, those are covered extensively by all media outlets, as well they should be.
Earlier today, President Trump made a quote about the murder rate being at the highest level it's ever been in 47 years. He said that, and he said nobody in the media reports on that. There's a reason that nobody in the media reports on that. It's not true. The murder rate is not at the highest rate it's been in 47 years. It spiked a little, it went up a little, but it's still much, much lower. It's 4.9 people per 100,000. That's dwarfed by the murder rates in the 1990s and before that in the 1980s. Facts are stubborn things. And to say that we're not reporting something that happens not to be true, therefore we're not to be trusted, that's a problem.
Well, Jake, if I can take the broader issue of our relationship with the media, I mean, I'm among, if not the most open press person in the White House. I'm now being attacked by the media, including networks that are familiar to you, and I'm just going to keep soldiering on.
Have you or President Trump ever said anything incorrect? Have there any falsehoods coming from your mouths?
Well, I did this past week, and I regretted it tremendously because I used the wrong word to describe something several times, and I'm sorry because I've spoken literally millions of words on TV, I'm sure. I've been on CNN over 1,000 times in my career, I'm sure. And
you're referring to the Bowling Green massacre.
Yes, I am, because I felt really badly about that. But I am glad that I felt badly about that, and I apologize and I rectify. But
are we fake news, Kellyanne? Is CNN fake news?
No, I don't think CNN is fake news. I think there are some reports everywhere, in print, on TV, on radio, in conversation, that are not well researched and are sometimes based on falsehoods.